Our only order of business today is consideration of the Labor, Health, and Human Services Education-Related Agencies Appropriations Bill for fiscal year 2026. I'll now recognize Chairman Aderholt to present the bill.
Thank you, Chairman Cole, and it's my pleasure to present the FY 2026 recommendations of the Subcommittee on Labor, Health and Human Services, Education, and Related Agencies to the full committee. I would like to thank you, Chairman Cole, for your longstanding leadership on the Labor, Health and Human Services Subcommittee, and also to express my appreciation to Ranking Member DeLauro. She tirelessly champions her priorities for this bill. She and I may not always agree on every issue, but she's someone that I deeply respect and very much appreciate her good faith effort as we work together whenever possible. So thank you, Ranking Member DeLauro. The bill we present to the committee today balances the need for responsible fiscal stewardship while at the same time maintaining key investments in biomedical research, schools, and public health. As soon as the Trump administration took office, they immediately set out to save taxpayer dollars by rooting out waste and abuse by reforming the outdated and the inefficient ways of running the federal government. We have endeavored to build on the President's efforts to rein in out-of-control spending in this bill. I must say that there has been a refreshing change in the direction from the previous administration that was repeatedly rebuked by the federal courts for attempting to illegally spend the taxpayer funds that were not appropriated by the Congress. We have been fortunate to have new partners such as DOJ, OMB, and the White House that want to work with us rather than against us to make fiscal responsibility a top priority. During last year's campaign, President Trump clearly presented his vision to the American people, and that was to reform the federal bureaucracy and restore fiscal sanity. The voters had a clear choice, and they voted for President Trump's vision. Now we have a president who is keeping his word, promises made, promises kept. With the president's leadership, this subcommittee has taken a critical look at every program, and in several cases, we've had to make some very hard choices on some nice-to-have programs. Americans must make priorities as they sit around their kitchen tables about the resources they have within their family, and we should be doing the same thing here in the Congress. While several programs are eliminated or they're reduced, the bill does increase support for biodefense, for rural hospitals, and for school choice. The bill also maintains support for Pell Grants and investments in early childhood education. The bill codifies President Trump's efforts to terminate DEI policies that were put in place by the previous administration and which have been resoundingly rejected by the American people. Building on the success of the Big Beautiful Bill, this bill eliminates funding for Planned Parenthood. It also protects the rights of women and girls to play sports fairly and not compete directly against men. It prohibits any federal funding from going toward enforcing gender identity politics or social, hormonal, and surgical interventions to change a child's sex. The bill maintains a longstanding Hyde Amendment to ensure that taxpayer funds are not used for abortion on demand, and that no one is forced to participate in an abortion or refer to one under a federal program. This isn't right-wing extremism. This is mainstream public opinion. The bill also ensures that the taxpayer dollars are not used to circumvent state laws that restrict access to abortion and ensure the tax dollars don't support research using fetal tissue from an abortion. The bill goes on to support the American workers, farmers, and entrepreneurs by including provisions protecting the rights of independent contractors and ending forced wage rates for agricultural workers. In addition to thanking Chairman Cole and Ranking Member DeLauro for their hard work on this committee, I want to thank the committee staff on both sides of the aisle. And needless to say, the committee does a great job. The staff that really goes beyond the call of duty. And I want to, on the majority side, I want to particularly mention Catherine Salmon, James Redstone, Emily Goff, Kirk Boyle, Jaime Varela. And on the minority side, Stephen Stegletter, Philip Tizani, Lori Mignon, and Jackie Kilroy. And I want to thank all the committee members and their personal offices, how their staff has been helpful to this process if we've worked hard to put this bill together, and the amendments that are coming up before us today. Let me just say in closing that we will all have different opinions about the policies that are in this bill. I understand that, both as they relate to the spending on the federal programs and the provisions supporting the administration's efforts. But certainly want to remind everyone that we all sincerely want to represent the views of our constituents respectfully. And I look forward to our robust conversations today and debate, but yet our cordial discussion today as we move forward. And with that, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.